Alrighty guys, welcome back to the live stream today. I'm your host BoeingFan727 joining with you. Today we're going to be jumping into Trainz A New Era. I am going to get going with it because I don't have a whole lot of time. Just check the... Alright. Actually, wait, I did have one thing of business I want to take care of before we jump into this, as well as turning this down. Actually, I can just do it right from here. Alright, cool. Alrighty. Mr. Sean Dean is now a chat moderator, so let's all be nice and courteous to him, because he will be monitoring the chat, making sure we're all behaving in there. It's Unreal. Hello, how you doing today? Let's keep going with this. So it hasn't been a while, I believe. I know my last stream was 1-2 weeks ago. About that. I did go through my playlist, by the way, and correct my titles to the live stream videos. I don't know where the heck I got confused or whatnot, but this is officially live stream number 12. I checked. This is, in fact, 100% stream number 12. I guess I must have confused myself because I think there was one day where I streamed twice, and that was stream number 4. Because I have stream 4 and then stream 4.1. So, just get rid of that because that's going to drive me crazy. So not a lot's changed. I started to work actually on the yard just a little bit up here. Just trying to get some of the tracks built in and whatnot. But I think these are tracks where trains are going to pull in and are going to be broken down. And these will probably be just sets of yards for storing cars and whatnot. But the big thing I wanted to show you guys that I worked on was a large industry that I worked on. I think I tackled it in a set of 2 days, just getting the base track layout done and the actual industry itself. But so we have this Y right here. Now I have hiccups. Great. We have this Y right here on the main line for the Carrabassett Valley Railroad that's going to lead off down this about 2-ish mile track. It kind of weaves its way along and just kind of meanders. This is up in Canada. We've got these large power lines that come over, and got a little sign that's going to be greeting you as you pull into the industry. Got this little lake right here. Just a little girder bridge that goes over it. Nice little lake or pond or whatever you want to call it. So, and it's going to start getting a little laggy the closer we get. So then we have this other little Y for turning around within the industry, but we come up to here, and we have a steel mill. I've created a steel mill for the scrap industries. Hey, Chicago, how you doing, man? But actually, I do need to take my phone off the internet because I think that's what's kind of killing it just a tad. Hold on one sec, can't monitor the chat. Alright, good, we're good. But yep, so I've started to create a steel mill facility, and I've tried looking at several different steel mill layouts. There's one kind of good video on YouTube of what someone did for their steel mill layout. Just trying my best here to, you know, kind of lay it out best I can in the most realistic way. But I think I did a good job in actually get it to be somewhat realistic in the terms of industries that come and drop it off. Also changed my road traffic to feature more realistic looking US vehicles. Kind of sucks because we are up in Canada here. Hence by the flags at the administration office. Did add the Maine state flag because we are... Allergies, man, they're great. We're about a mile or two from the state border. Or the, you know, the US Maine state Canadian border, whatever you want to call it. But tried my best at the steel mill, and I think I did an alright job. So got a little small yard for some of the cars. You know, we are closer to mechanic yard, so a lot of the cars can be held up there. But we do have a small little support yard for some coal cars and some iron ore cars, and then we have a kind of a smaller facility over here for our main kind of car that comes up this way, these open gondolas. Got a little small engine support facility, just a little gassing point, little sanding point, and then a small little service shed right up in here. And just some tracks kind of crisscross and go everywhere. And then the track just kind of comes over here, meanders along. It's just very meandery, how it kind of goes about. And we have 2 tracks that come for the iron ore dump, which I don't know how I'm going to work that. I'm probably going to do like a conveyor belt that kind of comes out of the ground. We could just say it's like a in the ground dump. You just kind of dump the iron ore in, then it kind of comes out and gets spit out into this pile. And then we have a, I want to say a limestone aggregate dump, which I'll have to figure out something for that. Maybe that's just an underground facility all within itself. So we'll figure out how that works. And then I wasn't able to get it actually functioning, but we have I'll have to find some slag cars. We'll have the slag cars kind of parked here. And then the torpedo cars. I got one kind of good torpedo car that I think they get dragged into the actual mill itself. So and that's kind of what will happen for those cars, and they can be towed out to be serviced if necessary. And over here we have a rotary coal dump, which will have like a front end loader that will come down here and then haul the coal up to be taken into this coal coke plant, and then the coal coke will be kind of just dropped in this underground facility as well to be put into the the conveyor car that gets dragged up the side and dumped in the top of the blast furnace or oven or whatever you want to call it. So kind of interesting to see how the steel facility works, but main product here are large steel coils. So a lot of steel coils get sent out of here, which you can see right here. We have 3 different tracks for the steel coil itself. And that's that. And then an oil drop-off facility. But like I said, this was the kind of the main thing I did kind of between now and then. Still have a lot to do on it, as well as all the other industries and whatnot. And I hope that this isn't too laggy for you guys, because my live stream seems to be buffering a lot, which I don't know if that's that way for you guys or how it is. Let me know if it is bad, and I can maybe try to figure something out. I don't know. But anyway, so I also do have to work on a power facility right here as well. Gonna have to get something going. I'm not gonna work on that today, but yeah, that's just kind of the line. I don't want to say I did anything else between now and then. I don't think I did. I did put a tunnel in to represent the old abandoned tunnel that we did right here. So this is the... It's not too annoying, is it, Sean? Because if it is, I might have to try again a little later, because I think I might know what is causing it. But I can do it right now. If it's livable, I can keep going. But if not, I can stop for now and try again a little bit later in the evening. But yeah, I just want to say I don't think I did anything else between now and then. I didn't get any work down here. I did a large portion of my work up here on the line. So, and I think today we're going to be kind of just doing more yard work. Yeah, this headset's been kind of getting weird. I was using it for flight simulation last night, and I could kind of hear the speakers, or the, whatever you want to call them, the actual headphone part of it was kind of getting weird. So I think these headphones are kind of starting to go, which, if that is the case, I still have some of those iPhone headphones that work relatively well. I use those to do Skype calls and whatnot, and they work pretty well. So if that's the case, I can use those if this is getting too unbearable. I don't know what's up with the stream today. I kind of feel bad. Trying to deliver somewhat good quality to you guys, but internet is not the best out here. But anyways, guys, did want to give a quick mention. In my previous videos, I linked you guys to a Trainz group that Mr. Sean did run for a while. That group, unfortunately, now is closed. He's a part of a new group called the North American Rail Manufacturing Group, or NARM, N-A-R-M. I have linked them below in the video description. I was just reading that comment. A little weird. But they make some actually pretty darn good trains and whatnot. They made this this just kind of leasing GP. I think it's at 38. Yeah, I want to say it's at 38. Let me just double check. Yeah, GP38 is a Blue Mountain leasing GP38, and it's pretty well detailed. It looks pretty nice. They're working on, I believe, another project and whatnot that's going to be releasing here. I don't know when specifically, but they're working on a good project. I don't want to kind of spill the beans on what it is. I don't know if I can or not, so I'm not going to say anything other than they're working on another project. But good, high quality, nice looking, nice looking engines. If I could find the word here, if I could stop zooming in that far, I just want to see what that logo is. And they go as far to put logos here and everywhere, but it's a very nice model. They got a very nice cab interior too. But I'm very impressed. I use them. I use that model around here, and there's another XBNSF engine that I use. I think it's for the HLCX leasing that I use. It's another GP8 or an SD40 that I use. But regardless, really great models. I think you guys should head over there. I did link them below in the video description, or the live stream description, or whatever you want to call it. I linked it below. Please do go check them out. Like I said, my good buddy Sean here is a part of that group, and got some nice projects coming up. And like I said, I'm very pleased with their work, and cannot wait to see what they put out here in the future. So go over there, give them some support, give them some looks, all that great stuff. Just kind of support their projects. Keep them going. So show them some support, show them some love. Because we need more. We need more people to be making content for Trainz. We got some good content creators right now, but I think there's always a need for more. More content creators. Oh yes, and that's the great thing is that they are freeware, and they're pretty good quality for freeware. So if you have any questions about the North American Rail Manufacturing Group, or NARM as I call them, please do ask Sean down below. Wouldn't say I'm sponsoring them, or they're not sponsoring me. I mean, they make good content, and I have a appreciation for good content. So very appreciative for their work, and we need, like I said, more guys just like them here in the world of Trainz. So support the little guys. Always support them. So it's like supporting local businesses. Show them the support, and let's keep them around. I don't think you can. I don't know if you can or not. Say it would require you to go to their website and download it and install it via the content manager. So I'm assuming probably not, just given that fact. But regardless of that, I have told you guys I am saving up for a new desktop, which I'm getting relatively close to the goal of about $400, I think it was. I got a fair bit saved up now. Since I know none of you guys live in the area, or know where I live. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 70, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. So I have $182 saved up out of 400. So I'm getting almost halfway there to the new desktop, which if that's, when I can get that new desktop, I will be able to maybe do a rail fanning, or I can take you guys for a ride down the Carrabassett Valley Railroad, and all that stuff, which I'd be pretty excited to do. But it just means a whole new world of content opens up to me. So, we're getting close. I'm hoping by the end of the summer, or getting close to the end of the summer. A good friend of mine just came out here. He's moving from Maine to San Diego, and just spent a little bit of money on him. Taking him out to lunch and dinner and whatnot, and parking while we explored St. Louis. So, gonna be putting that on hold while I kind of recover from that, but that also means my live streams will be shared with X-Plane and that, because again, I am a aviation channel as well, but I will continue to do the Carrabassett Valley Railroad, and I will not entirely forget that, but some weeks I might be doing X-Plane streaming, while other weeks I might be doing streaming for the Carrabassett Valley Railroad. But it just means that I can get more detail done. I hate allergies, man. More detail work done in areas like the yards and the towns and whatnot. Because right now it's very, very difficult. I've expressed this to you guys. It's very difficult to get detail work done in specific areas like that because of just all the stuff trying to be loaded in. And it also does take a bit of a toll when I drive through those areas when I'm messing around, because those areas are so high detailed. There's a lot of foliage, there's a lot of stuff going on in those areas that my computer finds it very difficult to load in everything. So it kind of sucks, but I manage. Hey Los, how you doing, man? Welcome back to the live stream. What do I want to do here? I'm just trying to get like a couple of tracks, maybe like 3 or 4 tracks kind of built up here, so I can just kind of have the yard, some more storage tracks go up off this way, kind of get some different kind of tracks for different kind of stuff. Yeah, 422 out here. And in terms of little people, what do you mean? Like so few people showing up for the stream, or what do you mean? Because if that's the case, then yeah, it's 4 p.m., 5 p.m. on the East Coast. It's kind of late in the day in June. People are probably out and about doing stuff. Wouldn't blame them. I was just outside trying to wash my car, getting my foggy headlight fixed, anyways. Yeah, it's 4:22 in the afternoon here. Gonna be getting ready for dinner here in a little bit. That's why I'm trying to rush around, trying to get my thoughts thinking, because I don't have a whole lot of time for this stream, but I did want to get on tonight or today at some point to stream, because I did find it important, or I do find it important to get this stream done to keep you guys, kind of in the loop, knowing what's going on. You're on the West Coast. Lost, I believe, is in Colorado, if I recall correctly, or somewhere toward that general direction. I want to say Colorado is the first state that pops into mind. I want to say Sean, I forget where Sean is. I don't want to just automatically assume Illinois, but he's in the same time zone as me. kind of keep track where everyone is. So, and I believe Christopher Thomas, he pops up in the streams every now and again. I want to say he is East Coast, around that general direction. Yeah, I'll never know. No one will ever know. But I think you guys have told me at least once or twice. But that's as far as I know. Did I curve those tracks? I did. Or did I? I don't think I did. Can we just get a thank you? No, these two I did. Oh, well, that's what I gotta do. And of course, you all know I'm out in the St. Louis metro area. Originally from Maine, but that's about as far as you know. Yeah, I forgot Alabama. Why did I forget that? Why did I say Illinois? Why the hell did I say that? I just gotta remember, you created the Alabama themed route, so I don't know why I said Illinois. Minecraft or Roblox? I actually do play Minecraft. Not as often as I used to. I used to play it a lot. Last time I played it, I think, was maybe March or April. I just don't play it much anymore. I used to play it with mods, or I play it with mods. A lot of the mods I used don't work on the newest versions, so I kind of stepped away from it for a while. I do enjoy Minecraft. I've been playing it since it came out in like 2000 and... Oh, Jesus. 2008, 2009? Let's see, it came out and... What was it? I was in Miss Burgos' class. That was 8th grade. I want to say... It was either 7th or 8th grade when I started playing it. Yeah, it was 7th, 8th grade. So like 2000, 2009, 2010, around that ballpark range. Roblox, I used to play roughly around the same time as Minecraft. I used to play it at my cousin's house, so same kind of time frame, but I kind of quickly grew out of it. Not to be a weirdo, I checked back in with it, I think, a year ago, just to see what was going on, what it was like. I was just kind of curious. But yeah, nothing really appealing to me anymore like it used to. Minecraft's still always cool. I love building cities, and I have the tornado mod and the railcraft mod and industries mod, and Minecraft comes alive, and there's like a harvest mod. And yet, Dylan, I am streaming, bud. I just got your message. I hope that wasn't a CAT flight, because you need to stop filling the gear. Dylan just landed, let me see. Just for the record, having to do a no-gear landing in a 727-100, cutting all engines overhead at Las Vegas McCarran, gliding the rest of the way to a greaser in the displaced threshold. Well, at least you landed, but at the same time, you and the 727 Dylan do not get along. Alright, you guys got me. All right, cool. Yeah, now the internet is absolute garbage out here. Absolute garbage. So, um, I will mention I am looking at a new place. I'm looking to move soon-ish. Find a place to rent and whatnot, and hopefully wherever I end up, the internet is a lot better. Because I'm just tired of the garbage internet, all the money we pay for it, and it's still garbage. Can't do anything on it, so hopefully in the future, like I said, wherever we end up, internet will be better. Frontier? No, we're using is it Charter Spectrum, something like that, or whatever the heck it is. Not good, and that's all I know. But it is absolute garbage. They've been out here 3 times in that time frame and have claimed that everything will be fixed and it'll be better, and internet will be great, and it there are times where I'm downloading something and I'll have to go out to the router and just reset everything. I'll have to turn it off and turn it back on. Like when I was downloading X-Plane 11 before I had to revert back to X-Plane 10, I had to sit out. It was supposed to take 5 hours to download, and I think I spent 8, maybe 8 or 9 trying to download it because the speeds were so slow, and I kept having to keep resetting everything. I had to pretty much park my butt right at the just the Wi-Fi and the router and just everything, and just keep resetting it, keep turning it on and off, because it would just keep failing, and it was a nightmare. Just long story short, it was a nightmare. I mean, if there was something better than Charter, I would suggest going with it, but unfortunately, these cable companies get a monopoly over their area, and there isn't much of an option. It's like, oh, you're stuck with whatever it is, and it's like, well, how's that fair? If it'd be, it wouldn't be pointless, but it's not right that one area, one company can have a monopoly over a whole area. I don't think it's right and it's fair. Because I have not seen any other cable companies advertise out here. And I know Charter just bought Time Warner Cable back home in Maine, so I'm kind of very upset because Time Warner Cable wasn't bad. It wasn't great, but their customer service was definitely better, and they definitely had some better products to choose from, and they were more willing to work with you. But yeah, Charter just bought Time Warner Cable, so now it's all Charter back home in Maine, which I went home in March, April, around that ballpark. April, yeah, it was April, and I noticed it wasn't. I mean, if you didn't know who the company was, you probably wouldn't be able to notice it, but I noticed the internet sucked. So, but unfortunately, I'm stuck. I'm stuck with it. There's nothing I can do about it. So, but I'm, all the money that gets put into paying for the internet, we're paying for good internet, and this is what I get: very choppy live streams. Because I guess what it is I'm at the end of the kind of the cable line, and they didn't want to dig under the road to build a direct access to the house, which would make it quicker. So instead, they strung a cable across the road to another pole, strung it to another pole, and then strung it to our house, instead of making a better connection to the house, which will make it faster. Therefore, we're paying for the best internet you could probably. I think it's amongst the best internet, but it's garbage. It sucks. So, but Yeah, it is what it is. So, like I said, I just wanted to get a quick little update in for you guys today. I do have to kind of look at a layout of a yard because I'm not sure where I want to go with this. Because I got, like I said, these. So this is the main line that comes in, and how the yard's kind of set up is right here-ish is this. Not the Montreal, Maine, and Atlantic, the Central Maine and Quebec, this CMQR, Central Maine and Quebec Railroad. Their main line in real life runs right about here, and then curves in and heads into Lake Maganic. Our track is right here, and it's going to connect with their track. I mean, hell, I could fucking dig the. Oh, pardon my French. I could go out and dig the effing hole because I'm just. It is so annoying to sit there and have to deal with this buffering or slow download speeds or slow connection speeds. Like there are times it's like I open up Safari and I click on YouTube and YouTube takes forever to load. I have to go kind of close down the application and then restart it, and then it's still slow. And I just get very frustrated with it. I mean, this stream is, yeah, it's just stupid. And in this industry, it's all about saving money. They make a butt ton off of it, but whatever. But so in the Montreal, or not Montreal, Maine Atlantic, the CMQR uses part of our yard as kind of because this is kind of a transfer to have freight kind of shipped quickly down the line. Well, I've seen them. Do you use OBS too? Yeah, I use OBS because I couldn't get Game Show to work anymore. Game Show, that's ridiculous. Yeah, no, I mean, I know they can't really necessarily dig up the road, but it's just like there are ways to do it. Like I said, they want to charge up the butt for it. They have all sorts of money, but don't want to spend it to. Yeah, it just bugs me. But regardless, I'm gonna continue about this. So, so the track, their line's gonna kind of go up this way, and if there are trains that need to go south or whatnot, or in that southerly direction for Central Maine and Quebec, they'll travel down our line right here to where this track meets up with ours, because that's CMQR that breaks off this way, and then it's going to go up and then connect back with them. And then their main line's going to come past us here, kind of bypass the yard. So they'll have an entrance to the yard this way and this way. But because this is their southern entrance. But so they will have some engines that will park here and drop off freight that needs to be transferred or pick up freight that we're bringing to them to do what they need to do. So this is a shared yard, but we own the yard. They have a small little area they lease for their facilities or whatnot, or however it's going to work. But I'm just trying to get a fair bit of trackage in here, because I do imagine that there will be more freight being parked in here, and I'm imagining I might have to do work back down in Eustis, down at Flagstaff Yard, and accommodate for Guilford and their freight and whatnot. So, because that is Flagstaff Yard is kind of full at the moment, and I just imagine I might need like 3 or 4 more tracks. So I'm just watching the live chat because it's just kind of interesting to watch sometimes. So I'll probably have these tracks go up this way, these tracks right here. I'll probably have another small facility right here that will kind of, I don't know what it's going to do or where it's going to go. I could probably actually snake it right through here, but I'm imagining a road right here, like a small little service road to come between these two tracks. So I don't know what I'm going to put up in here. Maybe something, I don't know, in particular. I could probably drag a track off of this and have this kind of come over to here for maybe something to do with engines. I don't know what I'm going to put in the middle, because as we're going right now, we have these this part of the yard right here for taking down engines right here, for tearing down trains and whatnot, and kind of building them as well. We can build trains here. Probably will do that. And then these are just kind of the storage and classification yards as well for freight going to a specific location. I do need to build a small facility for the Dubuque steel mill, but you can see we're just going to have a whole expand. I mean, it's going to be a large yard. I can tell you that right now. It's going to be a very large yard. We'll wait and see how large it gets, but I have a good idea. I just don't know what I want to do with it. But before it gets too late, I am going to leave you guys off here, just because, like I said, it is getting close to dinner time, and I just want to show you guys, especially the steel mill, do a little building, do a little talking, let you guys know what's going on. I know it may not be the most exciting, but it is, it's better than nothing at this point. I will leave you off here with a view of the Dubuque steel mill. So I don't know what's in store for next episode. I'm hoping to get the yard completed or close to completion and have the completed phase done within the next video, which is probably actually what we'll shoot for. But if you guys have any comments or suggestions, Station Walla something. Station Walla something. Oh, did I pass it? Let's try spelling it. Ah, there it is. Ah, not a bad little station. Looks kind of nice. Oh, for Luck Mechanic. Yeah, I could use that. Definitely is a nice little platform. Kind of looks very nice. My only thing, though, this little sign right here. Because I don't know how high above sea level Lac Mechanic is. Lac Mechanic sits roughly... Lac Mechanic, not the rail disaster. It's elevation. Where's the elevation? $1,296 feet, so we're about a little over 1,000 off from that. Alright, if you could, but yeah, no, this is a nice little station for Lac Mechanic. I have a station down in Flagstaff somewhere that I wanted to use for Stratton. I think it was this one. Nice big station, kind of a crown jewel for the region. can imagine it was built big, intention for the ski resorts and whatnot, and just kind of big. Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be cool if you could do that. But yeah, like I said, I'm thinking this station right here, which it is named. Yeah, it's the Lackawanna passenger station, which I mean, I could always use something else, but I like this particular station as well. There's a freight house too. Not a bad looking freight house. Big, big, big. But yeah, so I'm thinking like this kind of style station for Stratton, and I'll put a passenger track on it to load up passengers and the whatnot. But yeah, but anyways, guys, I'm gonna leave it off there because I do actually gotta get going. But I did want to get this out today for you, and so you could see what's going on. But here's kind of overview of the line. You can get an idea of what we're looking at now and how it's shaped. This is south. I'm looking at it from an east-west perspective right now. Yeah, you should put that up on the forum thread. I gotta go back and take a look at my Image Shack account because I think I was on the free trial and it may have expired. And I don't know how that's going to work out for me because I don't want to pay for it. But you can just see kind of how the orientation of the line is, how it goes. It kind of runs, doesn't meander too far off of it. I think you kind of jog the most far to the right up here. This is the most west we run in a particular direction. It's right along the Kennebec, the upper Kennebec. And then kind of go back to a very northerly kind of trek. Host and post. Okay. But anyways, guys, like I said, leave you off there. I hope you enjoyed this very short episode. I do apologize for the length and the lack of any good quantity to watch, but I think you guys get a good idea for the steel mill, and I hope you guys enjoyed the steel mill. The second steel mill I've ever built, but I think it's going to be the most functional I've ever built in that sense. But anyways, guys, do appreciate you for watching today, and I will talk to you guys later. See you then. Bye.